Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Rebels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that previous play.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
That's far. It's Weaver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Can he get there on the ground? And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Rebels are on the move here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air. It's Payne. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right and heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Rebels will crank up the tempo. Grab behind the line, it's Howard. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And he's stopping short of the 25 there. The offense begins at the 22. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught across the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's got it, and no for a first down. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Direct snap to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good. he fields it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And the Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looking to throw. It's Payne. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They're going to run an option. It's a quarterback keeper. And the defense there to smother that option play.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Launching one to the end zone.
Come on, bro. This bullshit, dog.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
EAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. Auburn getting set for the first and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to throw it again. The catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Ball handed to the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught near the goal line. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for 6. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First play of the drive, he looks left for completion. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Payne. He's running out of time here. He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the QB will try again on second and 10. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Here's the second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing. Good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with the safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
And it's incomplete. Even on the first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Short connection to the tight end here. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Bringing pressure. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They miss this one, keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
He missed it. Off target that time. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks him.
Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. To throw, it's Payne. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Could take it all the way. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. the RPO, caught to the right. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the second half and you have the football, you want some momentum, you want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the second half going. With a sack here on third down, you're on your side of the field, 2 scores down. That's a huge play by this defense to start this second half.
Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On the move now. Gets some space and on the 30. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! It's a quick tackle. Spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss of it. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To throw, it's Payne. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First down. They're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab made by the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Auburn now operating in the red zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback's got to reboot. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Looking for a gap. It's Weaver.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. On now, it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Payne. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the win.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The pass rush closing in. Receiving there gets hit again. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of three. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Handoff from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Payne. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking deep to the right side. He grabs it inside the 20. And he goes down after a huge chunk play to completely change field position here.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Try to run it with the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Only dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. On third down, it's a handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The conference championship is at stake, and the offense step up here in the final minutes. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looking to pass. chance here on second down. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
The conference championship is at stake, and the offense step up here in the final minutes. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Their last chance here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but